I totally understand this comment, but I do also think there might be a misunderstanding in the Gen Z stare that I am speaking on as someone born in 2000 Gen Z myself, which is I encounter all the time as a server people asking odd things or treating me in a not so kind or shall we say humane way. And yes, I find myself utilizing silence as a form of emotional regulation or a way to, not be intimidated, is to, let this person act in the infantile way that they're acting, right? That sort of slow blink method, as it were. I am certainly not berating anyone, nor do I think that any adult in person or online should be berating Gen Z or any service worker for that matter, perhaps for not being the most bubbly, upbeat person. Like, we don't know what they're going through. They're there to do a job. Hey, whatever. Are the fries in the bag? I don't know. Is my gas pumped? Do I have ice in my water? Great. I don't need a hug, excuse me, my phone's at 20%. That being said, what emotional regulation, unless it's social anxiety, what is the requirement for emotional regulation when you choose to go to an establishment, in my case, a fine dining establishment where I work, where you know that human interaction is a requirement and an expectation, why is the emotional regulation a necessity when a server comes up to your table and says, "Hi everyone, my name is Charm. How are we doing today?" Doing all right, y'all? Well, is there anything that brings us out today that I should know about? You all look very nice. Maybe I sense a celebration at this table. For all of those questions to be met with silence, or similar questions to be met with silence when this, say, isn't something akin to the DMV or standardized testing, but a non-essential activity that they're choosing to engage with, that's where I'm confused. Where the silence doesn't benefit or behoove anyone, including those with social anxiety, as it keeps the server at the table longer in an unclear manner as we try to figure out how best to assist you, as opposed to just give us one moment, or hi, doing great, thank you, one moment. That's where I'm confused as a Gen Z person myself. Because I definitely find myself utilizing it when dealing with difficult guests as a tool. I don't understand when my peers unintentionally perhaps utilize it as the baseline beginning form of any human interaction, which isn't interaction. It's a void, baseless stare, when put in the environment that they choose to put themselves in.